Hi, welcome back to the channel. Sorry it took me so long to get to you, Scorpio. This is your November reading. I've got a whole new format and new way of doing things. I start off with tapping into your energy and your emotions and speaking to spirit and seeing what I can do with my own talents to help to guide you. And then we move into the tarot, and I'll pull 3 cards and do clarifiers on them for what you can expect for November from the tarot. Then we're going to move into um, spiritual development and past life lessons that you can apply to the month of November to help you bring about your highest good and highest joy. Then we're going to go into the love angel oracles and tap into your love life a little bit. And then we will look at the 111 cards, which are guided messages from Spirit directly to me and put on the cards. And then we'll do a rune at the end. Okay, so this might be a little bit longer than normal, but I want to do things to where I feel like I'm doing a better service than just reading some tarot cards. Okay, so I hope you enjoy it. And if you do, please like and subscribe and share, spread the word, hit that notification bell, all those good things that makes YouTube's algorithm pick up the videos so that the rest of the Scorpions and all of the other zodiac signs can get more of my messages at the forefront of their searches. Okay, so with that being said, like I said, I tapped into your emotional energy, and Scorpio, you've been a little bit volatile lately, haven't you? Blown your top a bit, have you? But that's okay. Um, that's okay. I think it was necessary. I think sometimes we need to blow our top a little bit. Sometimes we're just too nice and we bite our tongue, and peace and love don't always cut it, right? And who would know that better than a Scorpion? Okay, so don't feel bad for it. You've had some breaches in contracts recently, and I feel like for the majority of you, because you've been a little volatile and you've kind of blown your top, that maybe you were the one that had the strength to choose to breach contracts with other people. And for those of you that have leveled up enough to understand the spiritual terminology to this, you're really breaking soul contracts in this decision that you've made. And we are all free to do that. We are all free to choose that enough is enough and I've paid this karmic debt. At any point, we can decide that with anyone and be done with them or done with it and not have to be in that energy any further. And I think you've come to this place now where you've just said enough is enough, and you breached some contracts and put an end to people taking advantage of you and their shenanigans. And that took a lot of strength for you to do that. It even took a lot of strength for you to move forward after you did that, because being who you are, you felt bad for it. But I want you to know, and Spirit wants you to know, that this was necessary, that some people are just kind of hard-headed and you have to be that bold and assertive with them, and that it's okay. So don't feel bad for it. It's okay. You are moving beautifully in these times around you and within yourself right now. You're very fluid, moving like a river is what I see. Very fluid, smooth movement, and those choppy waters, when you get to those choppy waters, you're taking control of them and you're riding those waves, blowing your top and being volatile with some people and putting them in their damn place like they need to be. And that's okay. There's a beautiful inward unfoldment happening in you right now where you're really blossoming, you're really glowing up, you're really coming into your own in a comfortable kind of way. I think you've been in your own power for a long time, but you didn't know how to balance your natural Scorpion nature with service to others and sharing the love and the light that's within you. And that's been like an inner battle with you probably your whole life. And you're just now getting grips on that finally, that last component, that key component that you as a Scorpion needed to learn, which was the whole reason that you were born into a Scorpion zodiac in this lifetime. Because you've already learned so many other lessons from the many, many lives you've lived. And this was like one of those elements that still needed to be honed and polished, is how I hear it being explained. Honed and polished. So you're understanding that balance now between your light side and your dark side, and having that sharp tongue once in a while, and putting people in their place where they rightly so deserve to be at times. You know, I mean, you take a lot from people before you snap. So much like a Cancerian, and that's what I am, we take a lot before we snap on people. And I also have Scorpio in my chart, so that's why I have the ability to do that on occasion, whereas other Cancerians don't, you know, or some of them. And then I also see you getting kind of really embracing your witchy side, right? Your magical side, your intuitive side, your ability to create and manifest things. And I see you really beaming internally and outwardly because of that. I really see you like glowing from within and radiating your love out to the world. You're definitely in service to others. It definitely brings you great joy in your heart to see joy on the faces of other people and seeing them, you know, tap into their inner child and be free spirited and embrace those things within yourself that you honor and you enjoy so much about you. So then I also pulled, where are they? These are the Ancestor cards. These are new cards that I pulled for you, and you have many. So in the order that I got them, we're going to go through them. You have the White Buffalo, which is the Peacekeeper. You're learning to let go of the need to be right. Now, that may sound like a contradiction to some of you because I just said that you blew your top and you've been a little volatile with some people and put them in their places and yada yada. But actually, what I get from this card for you is not that you don't need to be right. It's that you don't feel the need to point out to people anymore that you're right. It's enough for you to know that you're right. And I'm going to just show you the card because you are the White Buffalo, Scorpio. You are the medicine. You're the good medicine. You're the peacekeeper. And you do that job very well. So when someone needs a sharp tongue, see, she holds a spear in her hand. When someone needs that sharp tongue, who better to do it than Scorpio? Because you're going to be quick and decisive. It's not going to be a whole bunch of words they can't understand. They're not going to be confused at the end of it. They're not going to feel lots of pain from it. You know, continuous over and over and over, painful doom and gloom. It's going to be sharp, quick, decisive. That's how you operate. Nip it in the bud. Hit it where it hurts and be done with it. You don't keep beating a dead horse. You say your piece and you move on. And that's the way it should be. And you should embrace that side of you because sometimes it is necessary. Now, moving right along, speaking of you being good medicine, the very next card is the Medicine Mother. Honor your inner knowing. Really, truly honor that, Scorpio. You know, embrace that about you. Embrace your ability to not only be the peacekeeper, but to also know when and how to strike, to shut them down. And also know when to just say, I know I'm right, and I don't have to point it out to them. Because someday they'll learn their lesson. And it's not your karmic debt. It's not your karmic, debt is not the word I wanted to use. Burden. It's not your karmic burden to take on their lessons. And that's what you're learning. That you can't take on other people's burdens. And yes, you may be right. And yes, you may have tried to warn them. But it's up to them if they listen or not. Free will for everyone. Free will. We all learn and grow at our own pace, in our own time, in our own way. And you're learning to understand that and respect it and simply walk away. You did your part. You tried to help. If they don't take the help, guess they got more lessons to learn. Autumn. Release the old and rest. That's a perfect card for you. Because see, now you can rest. You don't have to have your energy caught up in their karmic responsibilities, their karmic lessons. You know how to release it and walk away. The snake, shedding old skin. Again, another card that is saying you know how to walk away now. You know how to let it go. You know who serves you. You know who you serve. You serve all. You are in service to others. You are trying to help them. You are trying to better them. You're trying to protect them, keep them from learning the same hard lessons you learned. But you're also letting go of the fact that it's their choice whether they take your examples, your lessons, your wisdom, and apply it to their own life or not. And then we have the arrow. Surround yourself with protective energy. And I feel like you are really learning to do that, Scorpio. I feel like you are really learning to harness your inner shield and protect your energy and put it on reserve and not give it out unnecessarily, unthankfully, ungratefully to others where it doesn't need to be. You're keeping it on reserve and you're using it for yourself, your loved ones, and the people who do appreciate your advice and guidance, as it should be. Then you have the Spirit Fox. Trust your talents in these changing times. And I think you're doing exactly that as well. I think you are learning to be wise and sly like the fox. You can put your messages out. You can try to give your tidbits of information for lessons or whatever it may be. And then you slyly walk away and come over here and watch them from afar rather than being in their energy, watching them fail and not listen to you and getting all tangled up and messed up and pissed off about it. So that you don't have to get volatile anymore. Let it go. Like Snow says, let it go. Then you have the Stag. You have learned to trust your intuition and your guidance from the angels and spirits and the divine. And you are truly reaping its benefits at this time. And will continue to do so in your future. Because you have found that balance. You're definitely thriving in this new energy. Spring, your seeds, see your seeds grow. You are seeing the things that you have planted in the minds of others, in the ideas to create and collaborate. You're seeing them multiply. You're seeing them grow. You're seeing them prosper and thrive. And this is a perfect ending card. The Broken Arrow. You embrace the energy of peace. And that's exactly where you are now. You embrace the energy of peace. You are the epitome of love and peace. And you don't need to be tangled up in their energy if they don't want to listen and learn. You don't need it. And you know that now. All right. So let's move ahead to the tarot. We're going to pull 3 cards. Right off the bat, you have the Magician. Because you're learning how to use your magic and you know that it's alive in your life. You're trusting that anything that you attempt to manifest will successfully show up in your life. You know that if you believe it, you can do it. You're completely standing in your power. And I just want to show you this card in a minute after I'm done shuffling here, because there's this beautiful glittery rainbow around this angel magician's feet that just reminds me of fairy dust. It's across this book of wisdom that they have in front of them as well. Okay, that's way too many. All right, so we've got the 2 of Pentacles and the Renewal card. And the Renewal card in this tarot deck is sort of similar to like the 5 of Wands in the traditional tarot. It's about reflection. We'll go over that in a moment. On the bottom of the deck, you have Wise Counsel. I want to show you this Magician card. Look at that rainbow down there. Looks like fairy dust. You see that? Isn't that pretty? And it's across the book. Love it. It's above her head, too. See, it's coming out of that wand. There's like magic fairy dust in that wand. And yes, I do believe in fairies. So we want clarity on your Magician. 2 cards for the Magician, please. Thank you. You have the Knight of Cups and the King of Swords. Perfect. Clarity on the 2 of Pentacles, please. 2 cards for the 2 of Pentacles. And that one just flew on the floor. And we got 2 more. So we've got the Tower. The 2 of Pentacles is clarified by the 2 of Pentacles. And the Knight of Wands. Okay. So this is good energy. I like this. I like this a lot. Don't freak out over that Tower. Towers are a good thing. Projection is God's protection. Clarity on the Renewal card, please. Clarity on the Renewal. Two cards for Renewal. 6 of Swords. And the 4 of Wands. Perfect. Love it. On the bottom of the deck, you have Wise Counsel and the 4 of Swords. Perfect. Okay. Yeah. So with the Magician and the clarifiers here being the Knight of Cups and the King of Swords, this is you definitely standing in your power. Also being very much of love, but being firm, being assertive, moving forward, forward motion, being acknowledged as the High Council, so to speak, or head bitch in charge, if you will. Yeah, this is like you totally, like almost transformed, really. I think a lot of people are really taken back by you at this point. Because with your glow up, you blow up, so to speak, with your volatility and your sharp tongue and your sworded tail, right? Your tail that's like a sword, Scorpio. But yeah, I think there's some people that's really been taken back by you, um, with your new found aggressive behavior when necessary. But that's okay. That's all right. They can be shocked if they need to be, and that's probably what caused some of these tower moments, because your Two of Pentacles is next, which tells me that you're juggling multiple jobs. And jobs don't always mean things that you get paid for. You know, women and men both have multiple jobs in their daily life, juggling with work and family and kids and school and, whatever, trash, taking your trash out, whatever. I mean, we've got multiple jobs, all of us, right? So you're doing multiple things. You're juggling a lot of stuff all at once. Again, with very actionable energy and enthusiasm. You're a go-getter. You're going to get it done. Um, but again, you've got the Two of Pentacles clarifying the Two of Pentacles, which tells me that you're not just juggling things in life. You're juggling emotions within you, trying to find your balance with them. That good versus the bad, the light versus the dark. You're juggling that, learning how to get footing and balance for it. And you're also juggling finances. Maybe you've had some financial issues and or difficulties or whatever. And there's lots of bills, or now maybe there's some money coming in. So you've got to juggle it all and make sure everything gets paid and covered and yada yada. So you're juggling, juggling, juggling. In many aspects, in many roles, you wear a lot of hats, Scorpio. You wear a lot of hats. And you've taken some of those hats off with this tower. You have said, oh no, hell no, not gonna go. I'm done. So some of it you have nixed, nipped it in the bud, said, nope, no more of that. We're done. And we're moving on. So I feel like this is going to be an exciting month for you. And this is not your monthly just yet either. This is just where we're at right now. Excuse me. So then you've got the Renewal card, which is about reflecting on the past with compassion, with forgiveness, with clarity, understanding this time to head in a new direction. Um, in your heart, you've known what to do for a long time. You just maybe didn't have the balls to be volatile just yet. But now you finally did do that. So now you're moving forward into that new direction. And the Six of Swords clearly shows that you've got your family in the boat and you're moving. You're moving away from this energy. You're getting away from it. You're done. And you got the Four of Wands here, which is multiple things for me. This is people in union with you that are by your side, that support you 100%. They're always going to be there for you, always going to have your back. This can also be collaboration and celebration with people in your energy who have the same mindset as you, who have the same goals in mind as you, etc. This is also an energy of a couple, the 1111, the soulmate energy. You have your perfect match with you, or at least in mind for who you want that to be. I feel like not all of you have that established just yet, and that's okay because it will come to you when it's time, in divine timing, right? So you're looking at the past and you're looking toward the future now with optimism and an open heart, forgiving the past, learning your lessons, the whole deal. I mean, it's really good energy. And it was a difficult spell for you at times. I can feel that in this energy, that sometimes it was really quite difficult for you because you are very emotional. You are very deep in your feeling for your friends, your family, and everyone. Very psychic, and awakening even now to more psychic abilities and spiritual gifts and strengths and insights. I feel like you're still just growing and growing and growing. So for the month of November, you're being told to, or advised, told, it's the divine. God can tell you what to do. Allow yourself more time before making decisions. Get some more sleep. Don't allow yourself to be mentally exhausted over these issues anymore. Continue to move into this new beautiful emotional experience that is before you. Remain open-hearted. I feel like there's new messages coming in, new relationships coming in with you, for you, heightened psychic abilities. I even feel like spiritual, like soul tribe collaboration. And I didn't even cover the card that was on the bottom of the deck, which was the spiritual card, and that's exactly what that means, is that you're collaborating with or confiding in, getting guidance, wisdom, mentorship from spiritual individuals, or finding your soul tribe. And I really feel like that a lot of you are doing that, and that you're even moving forward with your soul tribe in some new beautiful direction now. Yeah, you've got exciting gifts and the ending of challenges. This is the Two of Cups. This is soulmate energy. This can be soul tribe energy as well. Some of you are going to be actually meeting your soulmate that haven't established that great relationship just yet. And the ones of you that have established the love relationship are now meeting your soul tribe and moving forward into a beautiful, bright new future together. You have the Three of Cups, which is the card of celebrating good news, joyful times, joyful announcements, having a close community. It's a time of great gratitude. So I feel like there's a lot of beautiful blessings coming in for you for the month of November. And there are still some things that you need to move on from, and continue to choose to make those big life changes. There are going to be a few more of those that you have to deal with, where you're changing your priorities, or maybe someone's moving out of your home, or you're moving out of your home into a new one, or something like that. But that's the Eight of Cups. So there's definitely something that is lacking in your life still, that you are setting out on a mission to accomplish. And then you get the Chariot, which is, you know, moving toward your goals with balance. See, you've got a white horse, black horse. That's all about balance. So you're moving forward. And actually, in this particular tarot deck, the Chariot means determination and willpower, but it also means that you are getting rewards from your hard work. The rewards are finally going to pay off, and even public recognition. So I would really pay attention to that for the month of November. There's going to be something that happens that brings you public recognition for your great work, your hard work, the beautiful things that you've created or that you're embarking on in your collaborations, or so on and so forth. And you have the Wheel, which is fresh new start. This is, you know, the wheel of luck moving in your favor, right? The Wheel of Fortune moving in your favor, turning, action, things actually happening. And they can even be very sudden or unexpected progressions. But it's always really positive change. And it's the ending to the delays for the fresh starts. You're finally getting that big break, whatever that is, you know, in the month of November. You are finally going to see that big break that you've been waiting for, hoping for, striving toward. And yeah, I think you have finally realized that there's magical opportunities all around you, and you're no longer missing the point of that anymore. You're no longer distracted by daily life. You're no longer discontent or bored. You really are hopeful and excited every day now, instead of bored. And on the bottom of the deck, you have the Ten of Cups. So yeah, I think by the end of November, you are definitely going to be really seeing the fruits of your labor in so many ways that all of your cups are going to be full. You're going to be so happy by the time this month is over with your life in general. I mean, you're just going to be really happy about it. Okay, I want to move those because I need that book later. All right, so I'll set these over here. Now we're going to go into your past life lessons and spiritual path direction advice from Spirit. I didn't really say that very well, but I hope you know what I mean. So the first card that comes out is Guilt. I release any belief that no longer assists in my soul growth, including the fact that you used to believe that that sharp Scorpio tail of yours was a bad thing. It's actually a necessary good tool to have. Purpose. I know what I am here to do. That's beautiful, Scorpio. You finally understand your purpose in life and what you're here to do and why you've had to learn all the hard lessons that you had put before you. Because that's what they were. They were all lessons for soul growth, for you to be who you are now. And we're going to cover that in a minute, because a lot of the lessons that you've actually learned in this lifetime were contractual lessons that you agreed to learn, because in your past lives you had already learned so many other things, and you still needed to hone in on a few things now in this lifetime to be prepared for being a way shower and changing the world as we know it into something more beautiful and peaceful and loving in this time that we call the Great Awakening. And so all of this was necessary growth for you. And even you being born into the sign of Scorpio was because you brought forth aspects and gifts from that particular sign, and still had some things to learn from it as well, including the balance between the dark and the light, and not letting one overshadow the other. You also have the empathy card. I open to seeing both sides of a situation, and I think you are very well versed and well balanced in that indeed. And I'm being told to pull one more card. I usually just pull 3 on these, but they're saying one more card, please. These cards are really weird, thick cards, so they don't quite slide and fall the way you want them to, you know, for shuffling. There it is. Judgment. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. See, that goes back to learning to let go, learning to not be in control, learning that it's okay if you're right, but you don't have to point it out, because it's up to everybody when they learn their lessons, when they go through their struggles, or accomplish learning the lessons so that they don't have to struggle any further. So all good energy and good lessons that you have learned recently that's going to benefit you on your spiritual path. Now we're going to look into past life lessons. Past life lessons for Scorpio that are going to benefit the month of November. So you've learned a lot about the arts, and you've learned a lot about phobias, different kinds of phobias, and what that does to people mentally. You are very wise, like the unicorn. I got to show you this card. Isn't that beautiful? I forget who else got this. Aries, I think, got this card. You're very wise. You bring a lot of wisdom to this lifetime with you. In some past lives, probably many, past lives, you were either a high priest or a high priestess. Very wise. You understand, whoa, you understand lessons and blessings, and that everything happens in divine timing. I'm also hearing that. Everything happens in divine timing, and you are learning that. But you are a manifester. You know how to create. Being this high priestess, having that energy that you bring forth into this lifetime, you understand how to co-create. You understand how to do it collectively. You understand how to do it individually. This is that witchiness energy I'm talking about you, that you intuitively know. And you understand how to trust and have faith in your abilities and in the divine. Definitely. But yes, you are very well versed in the arts, music, all types of areas of the arts. I feel like you're very wise in multiple aspects of the arts, and you understand the phobias, what causes phobias in people. And this is part of your empathetic nature. This is how you are able to relate to and speak to people and help them. And I feel like you understand the balance between the male energy and the female energy from many of your past lifetimes. I feel like you've been male and female and learned multiple lessons for what that role entails, and the stereotypes and the restrictions and the expectations and so on and so forth that are put on each sexual gender, each I don't know why I can't talk, each energy of male and female. And I also feel like that within this lifetime you're learning to balance the two because of that lesson, or those lessons rather. And then on the bottom of the deck, you love life. You love all life. Plant life, animal life, people life, the sun's life, the moon's life, the water's life, the air's life, the dirt's life. You love life. You appreciate all life. And that is such a really beautiful energy about you. And part of the reasons why you are such an intricate part of this great awakening, Scorpio, because you really go beyond the empath in your energy and understanding, your level of wisdom and understanding of life, all life. Really beautiful energy. I personally know some Scorpions, and I'm very humbled and honored and grateful to know them. Yes, you can have sharp tongues, but it's necessary, even if it's to me, which it's not, because I don't need it. Okay. So part of your spiritual life purpose is teaching the nutrition, teaching the importance of respecting the food as it grows and being thankful for it when we pick it to eat, and how to prepare it in a healthy way, and how to make it have the most beneficial nutrients in its preparation for our bodies. You know, like you can overcook broccoli or spinach or whatever, and it depletes the vitamins and the minerals that are in it or whatever. Like, you understand that. You have deep culinary wisdom within you, nutritional culinary medicine. Like, this is good medicine. You understand that. You understand that this is good medicine. And that is part of what you will teach to the world and share. Your life purpose is fully supported by the angels. You are being supported. You are being propped up. So anytime you feel like you're alone in this, remember that you're not. Because your angels and your guides are always around you. Your soul tribe is there for you that you're finding now. Reach out to them. Let them help you get clarity. Let them help nurture you and support you and love you the way that you do everyone else. Talk to your angels. Instead of worrying, ask for divine guidance. I feel like a lot of you already do that. And then others of you maybe still need to practice that a little more often and remember that you can do that. But I feel like for the most part, most of you understand that pretty well, to call upon your angels and your guides and the fairies and the butterflies and the birds and whatever else, you know. You listen to all of it. You speak to all of it. You trust all of it. Really beautiful abilities that you come forth to this life with. Really beautiful. You have so much to offer and teach and share and give to the world. And I know that you're going to freely give it. No matter what you're doing. I know you're going to freely give it. And to those that take and don't appreciate, you're going to use your sharp tongue and point it out. And there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing at all. Energy healing. Your natural energy healing abilities are an important part of your life purpose. I feel like a lot of you are, I don't want to say Reiki healers because it's not, people use that word too loosely these days, Reiki. The key in Reiki is actually chi, energy, right? It's the understanding of how to manipulate, move, use energy, right? The key, the re or the ray of Reiki is to know how to use or manipulate the chi, the energy. And I feel like you naturally know how to do that. I feel like you're getting better at it. I think you started with plants and animals, and now you're going to move up to people because you're leveling up. And the last card is the bottom of the deck, and it says trust. Trust your feelings and your dreams to guide you on your career path. Trust it. You're being led to exactly where you need to be. And it's going to nurture you. It's going to nurture your family. It's going to be really beautiful. And by the end of November, you're really going to start seeing all of that come into fruition. You're going to be crying tears of joy. And I hope that you get a hold of me and let me know, because I would love to hear about it. I so wish that more people would put comments in the videos. I just love hearing about your experiences and your life lessons and your journeys. I want us to be together as a soul tribe. You know, I want us to share and grow together and bond. Okay, so we're going to pull the 111 cards. 111 cards. And, oh, the love oracle cards. I got to do them too. I forgot for Sagittarius. So we're going to pull the love cards for Scorpio for November 2021, please. My love spirits. What does Scorpio have to look forward to in love, please? Whoa. Okay. What we got? Finances and career are affecting your love life. There are children affected by your love life. Clear your energy. It's time. Work on your partnership. This is the romance of a lifetime. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. And for some of you, you're being advised to let go of the codependent relationships where there's some type of addiction that's affecting your life, your romantic life. And as soon as you do that, you're going to have new love come in that's going to ascend you to higher levels of commitment than you've ever experienced before. And you're going to be in a great union together, whether that leads to marriage or just a verbal commitment to one another. You're going to be in that energy together, okay? So now your 111 cards, advice from Spirit. Soulmates aren't always a love interest, and soulmates aren't always a fairy tale either. Sometimes they're a lesson, so keep that in mind also. Words are vibration, so speak your intent to manifest. Connect with Spirit more. Continue to meditate. It's not selfish to ask for joy in specific ways. You are only as limited as you believe that you are. You have the option to recreate your path at any time. At any time. Pay attention to the magic that is all around you. I feel like a lot of you do that already. Never choose to give up. And yes, that is a choice. Say your daily gratitudes. That's going to go a long way with this, guys. To bring all of this collaboration and beautiful abundance that's coming toward you for the month of November. Say your gratitudes daily. Name all of the things that you're grateful for. I even name toothpaste and things like that. And I don't feel like it's a stupid thing to be thankful for, because I actually know what it's like to be so poor that you can't afford toothpaste. So I'm really, truly grateful to have toothpaste. I'm truly grateful to have toilet paper that's decent toilet paper, you know, instead of the crappy kind or none at all. I know what that's like. So I am deeply grateful daily for those kind of things. And so just for who you are and what you've been through and what you know in life, your own list of gratitudes, right? And it can change daily. There are no rules to gratitude, except that you should have it. Because the more you have it, the more you get in return. Because God blesses us for being grateful. Just as we bless other people that we help for being grateful to us, right? And we take away from the ones that aren't, with that sharp tongue and that volatile attitude popping atop. Same thing. Same rules apply. And that's the only rules that there are. The more grateful, the more abundance. That's simple. Okay, you can decide if your karma is paid at any time. And that's very true. You can decide your karmic debt is paid with anyone at any time for anything. And I think that you are learning that lesson. I think that's really just a God nod to you to say, yes, Scorpio, good job. You're on the right track here. All right. Now we're going to pull your rune, because this is really almost an hour long now. Your rune is the Warrior. Perfect for you. Let me show you the Warrior. This is the rune of the spiritual warrior, the sky god. Always the battle of the spiritual warrior is with the self. Right, Scorpio? It's always an inner battle. Funding a will through action, yet unattached to outcomes. Remaining mindful that all you can really do is stay out of your own way and let the will of heaven flow through you. These are among the hallmarks of the spiritual warrior. Embodied in this rune is the energy of discrimination, the sword-like quality that enables you to cut away the old, the dead, and the extraneous. And yet with the warrior rune comes certain knowledge that the universe always has the first move. Patience is the virtue of this rune, and it recalls the words of St. Augustine that the reward of patience is patience. Here you are asked to look within, to delve down to the foundations of life itself. Only in doing so can you hope to meet the deepest needs of your nature and tap into your most profound resources. The molding of character is at issue when you draw Tiwaz. Associated with this rune are the sun, masculine energy, and the active principle. The urge for conquest is powerful here, especially self conquest, which is a lifelong pursuit and calls for awareness, single mindedness, and the willingness to undergo your passage with compassion and in total trust. When this rune comes in response to a relationship issue, it indicates that the relationship is both timely and providential. The bond is a real one. There is work for you to do together. If the issue concerns devotion to a cause, an idea, or a path of conduct, the rune counsels perseverance, although at times the kind of perseverance called for is actually patience. A rune of courage and dedication. In ancient times, Teawaz was the glyph that warriors would paint on their shields before a battle. Now the same symbol strengthens our resolve to align the self with the self, which is exactly what this whole, I want to say sermon, this whole reading has been about, is you learning to balance your shadow side with your light side. So again, I think that you're in a passage of initiation where God is saying, good job, you did well, you've learned from this, you're moving forward, and you're on the right path. And with that being said, I'm going to let you go. Please check out the links below. We have new things happening on the website. We have exciting new things happening. So please go check out the links, like, share, get the algorithms on YouTube spreading this around. I love you so much. I will see you again for another reading, and maybe we won't take it so long next time, okay? Many blessings and have a beautiful November. Great job to you.